Hello, welcome to this Forex trading channel, frequency unit FX trading. I'll make this video very short and we put a timer for how long we want this video to last for. So the title of this video is Boom 1000 Index, one of the boom and crash bear you can scalp and trade for quick profit. And what I'm doing in this video is giving you a strategy you can trade on Boom 1000 Index and how that it can profit you in the long run. It is a strategy you can use for a very quick profit, giving yourself 1 is to 10. And you know what 1 is to 10 trade suggests is that you trade and you risk a little bit of money and then you times 10 it. So in other words, if you traded and something happened, okay, you lost 3 times and you won 8 times. That meant you traded 11 times per day or only per day, yeah. And so what or per month or per week. And so when you traded 11 times per week, let us see out of the trade, it was a 50-50. You lost 5 times you traded, but then you won 10 times you traded. If you won 10 times, if you won 10 times, okay, let us just put it on a graph here. Let's put on a graph here. Let's say first trade was a loss, second trade was a loss, trade 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 two was a loss, trade three was a loss, trade 4 was a loss, and trade 5 was a loss. And then we traded 5 more times and we traded trade 6 was a win, trade 7 was a win, trade 8 was a win, trade 9 was a win, and trade 10 was a win. If we 1 is to 10 this trades, yeah. Before I tell you what the strategy is, make sure you like my YouTube channel, subscribe, and make sure you always turn on the notification button because anytime I create a new content like this, you get access to it. So, what I term this strategy is the end of game strategy. Now, when this strategy shows up, it suggests that the market range and goes all the way down, and when it gets down here, you are going to enter a buy when you see a green candle. And so, look at what I did when I traded. Of course, I won. It was a 1 is to 10, and my 1 is to 10 came to pass. And while back testing this strategy, we're going to ensure to see that it worked multiple times and how that it worked and how many times it worked for us. Okay, let us say this is 1 is to 5, and let's say 2,107 pips equals $200 on the minimum lot size you are given to trade the 1000 index. So it works both for buying and for selling. If we trade this strategy, more times we're going to win and less times we're going to lose. We would have bought it here when we spotted this M that was fully formed. And then, of course, if we use the tick chart, we saw the tick chart brought it up because we traded this asset. But for the sake of this video, we just want to show you how that it worked. So this is 1 is to 12. We definitely already took out our profit. 1 is to 10. And if we kept on doing this like this, mark that when we are going to be entering a trade is when market gets to the edge of the screen and then a reversal is going to be anticipated. For instance, at this point, we had another win we had another win, which gave us 1 is to 10 as well. This one is for 1000 index. It is a pair you can quickly scalp. Of course, you could have gone 1 is to 20, but 1 is to 10 would have been okay for the sake of this video. And look, this week favored us. We won 2 times. The second trade gave us 1000 pip. That would have equaled 1000 should have equaled 139 US dollar if we were trading on the lowest pip. That is to say, even though we were trading with the $10, Even though we're trading with a $10, we would have made 139 US dollar from that big movement. And we see another market movement, which gave us another one is to 10 again. So of course, losing is not in our agenda. This is frequency in its FX trading. Frequency in its FX trading is a trading platform that trades with frequency that associates itself with electricity. We are electrified. We are in the market 247, analyzing the market so that you can be profitable for yourself and so you can help people around you and also do good things to yourself with the money you're going to make from our strategies and our videos. So the reason for the name frequency in it is basically because of its correlations to electricity. Electricity is always is 24/7 active, on and functioning. There is no lose. No, you don't lose when you are very active. You don't lose when you are sparking. That is why we are the best in this market. That is why we are the best in this market. We hardly lose money, but we win most of the time. So look at our peg here. We made another profit of 2,902 pips in total. 200,902 pips in total would have resulted into $200 if it was traded. $200, and our risk was just $2 of the $200 we had made. Okay, but overall, even though when we had it here first, it was a loss, when we had it again, it gave us its profit. If you are backtesting this pair with me, please do good to either go to your MetaTrader 5 app or come here to charles.derek.com so you can see the same thing I am seeing. And you can also backtest this pair for yourself. If we had traded here, the market would have stopped us out, and that would have been a loss of $2.4. And that is to tell you that a forex trader who makes profits in the long run while working with the market is going to lose at some point in time. But like we begin this video with, if we had 10 loss, if we had 10 trades, and even if five were supposed to be lost, if we made five pairs, five trades, and five trades were in profit, we are going to be still seriously rich. We are going to be seriously rich. And that is what we've been experiencing here. Of all the 200 and $500 we've been making, the only losses we've been having were $2 and $1 and lesser than that. And that is because we teach and we are trading a strategy that works most of the time. Look at this strategy. It will give you so much money in the future if you work with your mind and you put your focus and attention on this forex trading market. 1 minute time frame is the time frame we chose for this pair, and of course, it is going to give us so much pips and profitability in the future. And of course, when I teach a strategy like this, you have the potential of applying it to other strategies you might have known or would yet learn. And so, end of screen strategy tells us the direction of the market. But like you can see, throughout the week of April, from the 1st to the 7th of April, the markets are in building profitably consistent profits. And every time we get anytime we get a trade through that, we do not even lose. We do not lose. This week alone, if you were with me, I used to share my signals on my Telegram channel. But you need to comment on the comment section to ask me about the plans and how we charge for our premium services on Telegram, because we are the only ones who have this pattern. We are the only ones who have this strategy. You'll know nothing about it until we told you about it. We suggest that we have more in store for you. If you DM us and tell us you want to learn more, there's so much strategy we can give you that can give you multiple, that can give you trades on based on the mood you are, based on the position you are, based on the type of phone you are using, or based on the type of house you are living and the luxury of trade you are having. We can tell you to enter a very small amount of trade, and we can tell you to enter a very big amount of trade. We You tell us how much you have in your box, and you don't even need to give us your money. We just send you signals on how to trade. We just we tell you trade now, sell now, buy now. If you sell now, buy now, we confirm that our strategy are working. We confirm that our strategies are working. So all of this was just to make you know that all of our trades were working. And of course, throughout this week, if you were trading with us, even though you had $10 in your bank account, you've seen that all of the fees we've taken already would have banked you about 1,000 USD plus or more. And so you do not know all of these things. We've spent time with the market. We've spent years in this market analyzing it. We spent years in this market analyzing it, and we know how the market works. We can tell you to trade, and we can tell you when to. Know that there are times you don't have the same luxury as I have. Okay, you might be using a very small phone that only have the capacity of downloading MetaTrader 5. And even if you were not using MetaTrader 5, you trade Forex there that you can also just do online. Just trade online for little amounts of money. And so we can tell you when to and when not to. And we can also teach you courses that is going to open your motivation to this market as a place. And if your motivation is open, we give you these courses, you're going to apply them on forex trade, and it is going to yield you serious profits over the years. And you will turn out to be consistently profitable instead of less consistent. And so, this is me for this video. Bye for now. I'll see you in my next video.